And we are back from Egypt. The last 2 or 3 videos were from there, so if you haven't checked out, you definitely should. They are very, very good. Honestly, I don't want to be here. I miss traveling, I miss the family, and I'm going to talk about my impressions later, so stay tuned. I want to tell you the good and the bad, reflect over this trip, so that's going to be later. This is like a 3-4 days later since we arrived. It's been raining every day. This is the first sunny day. I also been back to work and it's been awful, lots of work, and I don't want to work. Apparently the first 2 weeks when we were away, it was very dry and hot here in the middle of May. So the dill unfortunately didn't grow, only here a little bit. Here, but we had it was supposed to be all here. Then it started to rain the last week, so luckily not everything is dead. Here we have the parsley and the radish, a bit of arugula, and as I showed you later, the lemon, the date palm. And by the way, this is filmed in June and you will probably see this in July, so have that in mind. We've been doing lots of washing every day the last couple of days, and all drying, both from Egypt and things that were before we left. I also washed the duvet, and I'm going to change the bed sheets. So lots of stuff like that, but we are almost completely unpacked, and yeah, we are like settling in, you know, working, cooking and shopping, and but also we are going to slowly be thinking when we are going to move. We would like to move to the house in the warm months, but there are still some things to be done, and so many things. Told you I would give you my review of Egypt, or my thoughts now that I am back. It was really an experience. It was an amazing experience last year, but this time I was a little bit longer. And it was an experience since we only went to a touristy place for a few days, for like 5 days, and then later we're in the countryside. Even though it's the second time, it was still a cultural shock. But I miss the climate, the weather. It was hot. We were there in May, and it was late spring, early summer, Egyptian spring and Egyptian summer. So in the end it was around 38 degrees Celsius in the countryside as well. The first 2 weeks in the countryside were a little bit colder, maybe 30 degrees. I miss the people, Bola's family. I got to know so many people, and I really miss them. And it's been hard to be back. I also miss some food. It's very tasty. And in the beginning I was constantly hungry. Then later I had some stomach problems, so I'm going to talk about it, about the bad experiences. But some of the food was so delicious, you have no idea. And when it comes also to the people, people are very friendly and helpful, and I was feeling like having a big family over there. It's been hard to be back. Of course, working, I don't want to work, exhausted, and I am tired, I feel sleepy. Also the climate change back to Europe, and all the emotions and experiences. And when it comes to the bad things, of course, it's the hygiene. It's the hygiene. There were flies everywhere, and the flies were also there were so many flies because of the potatoes growing. Apparently, they love the plants, but they were everywhere. There were hundreds of flies. Like they were even sitting on my face, eyes, lips. Like I had to constantly do like that. So hygiene. In the end, the last week I had a lot of stomach problems, so I hope I didn't catch a parasite. I feel good now. Maybe I will go and just do a test with bioresonance if everything is okay, to get rid ASAP, immediately, if I have a passenger. So yeah, I was feeling bad with my stomach a few times, and it affected my mood, of course. And also there were some cultural things that I dislike and that are so completely different and alien to how we know things work, how things are in Europe and in Poland, so they would irritate me. And yes, I'm not fond of seeing Islam everywhere, to put it mildly. And I'm very grateful we had this experience and this opportunity, and we managed before what? Apparently a new epidemic. We have the monkeypox threat in the media. I saw it while I was in Egypt, and I thought I'm so grateful we managed before they will maybe lock us all down again in autumn, in winter. Yeah, Poland has no monkeypox so far, but who knows what will happen in autumn. I also need to take care of my skin. I was bitten by mosquitoes awfully, and I have scars. You can see mosquito bites everywhere. I went to the pharmacy. I bought vitamin A and E, so I'm going to rub it in on all the mosquito bites. Hopefully it will help them heal. Also my feet are quite dry and destroyed, so I bought something for a foot bath and foot mask. I'm going to use it later in the evening today. Yeah, just getting into the rhythm again and thinking about all the things we're going to do this summer. And how are you? Let me know in the comments below. I cannot wait to finish work. I want to go outside. It was so wonderful to be outside a lot during our stay in Egypt, during our vacation.